racquetball converges on Kansas City, a city with a storied sports history. Enter the TeamRoot.com Supermax Slam. $60,000 in prize money on the line. The best athletes from around the world. This is the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour.
Ready, says our official Cheryl Lotz, as she prepares to start this match between Enriquez serving and Meneses receiving. Close start. Little court check. Welcome everybody to the 2020 TeamRoot.com Super Max Slam. My name's Tim Bankhurst, joining you for this round of 32s match, the second one of the day. Earlier we saw USA player Holly Scott defeat also USA player Cheryl Lotz. Nika Meneses is from Bolivia. She's a junior world champion and starting to try to make her name on the Pro Tour. And with shooting like that, you can see why she has been successful as a junior. Crushing forehand winner, hitting the ball hard. Tried to slide one to the right. Well, my name's Tim Baggers, and I'm joined for this match by Sandy Rios. Sandy, thanks for joining me. Should be an interesting matchup between two players who don't really know each other. They're going to find out who each other are during the course of this match. Should be interesting.
Very interesting as they test each other's skills, where the weaknesses are, where they're going to go. So we're Nancy on second serve. Excuse me, first serve. Now it is second serve.
Enriquez, the 11th seed. Oh, golly. Meneses could have been hit there.
It was close.
Thought Enriquez was going to get that one. Meneses is the 22 seed, and as I mentioned, junior success, just started going into the Pro Tour and showing that she can play.
She can play. She's going to push Enrique, and she's going to have to find out how to get the ball down, because if she leaves that setup, Meneses is putting the ball down. So.
Just like that.
Exactly.
Bent low, waited for the ball to come off the back wall.
Very patient and made a great shot out of it. Scores 2-2.
Thanks to everybody who's joined and is watching the stream. We want to get racquetball back on social media so that we can attract some new viewers. We've been away for 10 months, Sandy, so it's wonderful to be back.
It's amazing to be back and actually be in front of a live racquetball match.
should say we were at the 3-wall ball outdoor, first indoor match, first LPRT only tournament.
Yes, and my first live tournament in a long time.
Well, we expect you to shake off the rust quickly.
No, no.
Enriquez going around the world again, gets the setup, but hit it right back to her opponent.
And Meneses took advantage of it. She got the setup and she put the ball down. That's what she's going to have to do to make her mark here today.
Consistently trying to squeeze that ball over to the right side. That was well short. Went to the right side. Enriquez looking to the left. 3-2. Meneses hits the ball hard.
Yes, and you could see them both kind of trying each other out. They both left the ball up numerous times before they were able to put that one down. So still trying to figure out where they want to put the ball against their opponent.
And an ace serve from Meneses.
Had Nancy looking to the right again, and maybe that was the plan. That was the purposely short to get her looking to the right. And once again.
I don't know that she was serving purposely short on the right.
Maybe not, but you can go with that.
I've only known one player to do that. Question for the chat box. Which player has confessed to serving short deliberately to force a player to look that way when they don't actually want to serve that way? Skip ball. Another point for Meneses. 6 serving 2.
Enriquez going to have to take advantage of those setups. She can't skip that ball or she's going to end up being in big trouble this match.
Good hit from Enriquez. Hit a few ceiling balls. Me personally looking at that going, why are you allowing your opponent, who you know hits so hard, to take those shots, and forcing Meneses to hit one that was loose?
Yes.
Enriquez took advantage. We'll try to keep you updated with other scores around us. Of course, 4 courts here. Ooh,
no,
almost.
Just long.
I like this one from Enriquez, just slowing things down. And that's a nice backhand winner.
And that's what she's going to have to do.
Yeah, she's going to have to shoot. Meneses, I've watched her play for, 5-6 years. And do have to say that she has really improved her athleticism. She's always been a great hitter of the ball. So Enriquez will have to take advantage of shots because Meneses can put balls away, and we saw it right there.
Exactly. No, she can't afford to put up loose balls.
That's
they're
textbook.
That's what has to happen. 3-6. Very nice backhand.
3 serving 6. Just a reminder, we're here in Overland Park, Kansas. If you're just joining us, the Super Max Slam, $60,000 for these ladies. Incredible. Guess what, Sandy? We see a lot of players here this weekend.
Amazing how that happened. Yes. Well, when you've got the top 18, 18 of the top 20 here, it shows you.
Good hitting from Enriquez. That was tough. 3-shot rally. You're right. Yeah, 18 of the top 20 are here, and then we have a few who are outside the top 20, such as Meneses here, who we know can play. They just can't get to every tournament.
Exactly. Well, and we all know the more tournaments you hit, the more your points go up, and the rankings are based on tournaments played, not with no tournaments played. The rankings may seem a little old, and there may be some changes this weekend, but nice.
Wow. Enriquez actually did well in that situation. What do you do up the front? She hit a great Z-ball to the back. Meneses just powered that down the line.
Right. She did textbook. Get her in the back.
I will say, though, Enriquez hitting that high lob Z. Meneses not sure what to do with it, has tried to take it on the forehand a few times. That time went to the backhand and hit a loose return, so keep an eye on that one. Oh, so relaxed. 5-6. So smooth. 5-6. Lots of players around us, Sandy. They haven't seen each other in almost a year, so it's great to see.
It is. Now, once again, Meneses puts the ball down. She gets that chance, and she puts it down. She's not hitting a lot of loose shots.
But I like the idea from Enriquez just to test her footwork. Hey, can you do this? Okay, you can. All right, maybe I won't go back to that. Smart shot. Knows Meneses is deep. Hits the backhand pinch. We thought this would be a fun match, and it's turning into one. Oh, I thought she had it.
They both are being very patient with their shots, though, which is nice to see. I'm not seeing a lot of nerves, a lot of patience by both of them.
A little luck from the side wall, front wall that goes down the right side. But Enriquez will take it, side out 5-6.
That's the shot we all wish we knew how to make happen instead of just being the recipient of the luck.
But we'll take it. Enriquez will. That was, ooh. What was your take? I thought that was good.
I thought it was a good serve, but I don't have the scorecard in my hands.
This is true. There it's Meneses with a little luck, and she's a very polite player.
Yes.
And you could see that there. You never see her arguing. You never see her losing control. She is a great example of professionalism and for someone of such a young age. I thought that was good.
I did, yes. No, she almost apologized for hitting that crack.
Yeah, and
that's part of the game.
It is part of the game, but it's not what she intended.
True.
She's not going to ask for or offer a replay, right?
Right.
Sorry it came out that way, but I'll take it. That's a smart shot. Didn't overswing. A lot of people panic, hit it too hard.
Well, Enriquez got lucky that Meneses did not put that down. That 3-wall was not a good shot, so she did get lucky on that one.
Nice, clean. It looked good from here. Well, I love how I said it. She doesn't argue or complain.
She proves you wrong.
She was listening.
She-
I'll show you, Baghurst. Well, we hope you're enjoying the coverage. We've got some entertainment for you this morning. And we have an ace serve from Enriquez. Tim Baghurst joining you with Sandy Rios.
It's a nice recovery on the serve, but a better shot from Enriquez up front.
So we have a timeout on the court, 9-6, and we saw early Meneses just seemed to be like powering that ball, hitting flat, hitting clean. And now we're, what did I say? Enriquez slowing it down, not losing, not panicking, and starting to find her rhythm and take her shots.
Exactly. She didn't panic when she couldn't put the first ones down. She just dug her heels in and said, just take your time, patience, watch the ball, and put the ball down. And she's done that ever since that. Making sure that she's not putting up too many loose shots, because Meneses was putting down everything loose. She was putting it down. Nancy's doing it, making her, putting maybe a little more pressure, but she's also making better shots herself.
Well, I should remind you that we have another round of 32s. I can't believe I'm saying round of 32s.
Yes.
Coming up next is Rivera from Mexico against Rivera from Bolivia. That's coming up next. And Aaron Rivera, excuse me, we got one more before that.
Yes.
Barrios, the Bolivian #1, against Amaya, the Colombian #1. That's a round of 32s. Are you kidding
yes.
me? I can't wait to watch that one. So be sure to stay with us all day. We have some amazing matches coming up. I'm looking through the draw. I mean, we'll come to that in just a second. Oh, great get.
Nice get.
Oh, replay. Oh, Enriquez got away with it because
she sold it very well.
Well,
it was
I would have
there.
given it. You got to give them the benefit of the doubt. But what I mean is she was chasing that entire rally.
Yes. She was behind the ball. She was playing defense the whole time.
So just quickly, we know round of 16s will include Racich against Martinez, Holly Scott against Samantha Salas. We already know those two are round of 16s.
Wow.
I mean, round of 16s. All right. Stay with us, everyone.
It's been a serious weekend of racquetball, people.
No problem.
That's better from Meneses. A loose ceiling ball from Enriquez. 7 serving 9.
And that's how this match started. Loose shots from Enriquez. Meneses put it down. So
Bolivian took a timeout, and that was smart.
very smart.
There's no one coaching her here. She has to figure it out on herself, by herself. And you know, she showed up in January in Florida and played Mendez. And you know, while Mendez won it fairly comfortably, Meneses had her moments. No, you have to play replay. Yeah.
It's a good call.
7-9.
Meneses is getting the opportunities on that serve. She's just got to finish it on that third shot.
Yes. Her 1-2 punch is not where she wants it to be just yet. Oh.
Clean hitting from Enriquez.
Smart shot down the line, right on the wall.
10-7. Thank you for watching wherever you are. It's always fun seeing in the chat box the different countries and cities people are watching from. Meneses' mom is watching on.
Ah.
I'm sure nervously too. 11-7. Enriquez has found her serve.
Her serve is coming in well. She's getting.
We said it wrong. We timed that
until
really
then.
poorly, Sandy.
Yeah, she did it just so we'd have something to say. Now let's see if Meneses can get her serve in. She's been hitting them fairly short on first serve, so let's see what she can do this time. Meneses is going to want that set up back. She left that one very loose, very high for Nancy to put down.
Three-shot rally, little fist pump from Enriquez. 12-7, starting to pull away in this first game. She had it.
Yep.
Exactly what she wanted.
Good first serve, got a good return, and just skipped in hers. Meneses is having some trouble getting her first serve in. Let's see what she's got for her second serve.
Oh, I like that.
Nice short hop cut off on that shot.
That requires confidence.
Yes, it does.
Came off the back wall, that serve. Not as good as it was early in game one, and Enriquez punished it with a shot down the left side for a side out.
Let's see what Nancy's got. See if she can get her first serve in.
Pinch winner from Enriquez. 13 serving 8.
She got a good first serve in there. Oh, nice return.
Here it is.
Oh, no.
Well, just off your screen, the ball kissed the back sidewall and slid down the wall. This time it's Enriquez who's like, I'm sorry, that was not my plan.
That was not my plan. But I'll take that shot.
Excellent serve from Enriquez. You knew it was coming. Enriquez loves that pinch when her feet are set.
Here's the setup. Oh.
How about that to finish game one? So game one's finished, and Enriquez claims it 15-8. It was a great start from the Bolivian Meneses, but bit by bit we saw the experience coming into play. So we'll take a little break. It's game two coming up. And Enriquez, the 11th seed, claims it 15-8.
I'm Holly Scott, I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. I've been playing racquetball for about 15 years. My dad started because I didn't like the daycare at the gym, so I was very bored and I needed to go play racquetball. It's my calling. I love the LPRT. I get to travel, meet new people, work on my Spanish, and it's just a great experience and everyone should experience it. Reaching your dream foundation is really important to me because it helps me travel, to get experience, to do better in racquetball and in life. They teach you to do things professionally, on and off the court. My goal is to be number one, obviously, same with everybody. It's difficult, but with their help, I can work for it every single tournament and get better. Donations are greatly appreciated, no matter how big or small. It helps players like me reach our dream.
And welcome back, everybody. Tim Baghurst, Sandy Rios joining you here in Overland Park, Kansas for the TeamRoot.com Supermax Slam. Over on court one, some of you may be interested. Rodriguez and Haynes. Rodriguez claimed the first 15-5 and leads 13-3 in the second. So looking to close that out quickly. Over to my right, Vargas is on the court warming up, just playing singles here, so that may help her.
It's good. You know, doubles specialists, always their game is helped by playing singles and vice versa. Your doubles game is helped by playing singles. So you've got to play both of them if you're going to really win. They do help. People don't believe it, but it does.
But she's not playing doubles.
She's not playing doubles?
Vargas.
I believe there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so while we start game two, just to clarify, Vargas is expecting and is not playing doubles. But my point is, I think that may help her.
Well, she won't be as tired.
Exactly. Focus on one thing.
One thing,
Don't
one
have
thing
to be
only.
at the club all day.
Exactly.
So, good start for Meneses in the second game. One serving 0. Mika, as she's known. Multi-junior world champion, lost against Costa Rica 11-10 in the final last time. But has consistently won before that in singles and doubles. 2-0, seems to have found her serve again.
Well, when you see her hit the ball, you'll know why she's consistently winning. And when she has the setup, she does put the ball down. She doesn't waste her shots.
And hits good serves.
Yes, and that is her first forehand winner. She's worked hard the first game trying to get that shot in, and it didn't come in, but just there we see what she's got and why she wants to go to that forehand.
4-0. 2. So this time a short serve, second serve coming up. Not a great second serve, but Enriquez wanted to hit it early, backed out, and she's going to say, why didn't I hit that early?
Just before it gets too late, I mean, I'll do it right after this.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, as long as we're able to stream out.
I mean, we can go to Best Buy and get some things to do, at least be able to hook up the other cameras.
I think Tim had a good idea for everything, so just figure it out.
Look at that from Meneses. You can't hit it better than that. Enriquez says, you know what, let's take a timeout. Probably a good timeout.
It's a very good timeout. Meneses has found her serve. Let her come and think about it for a little bit, break her rhythm up.
7-0. You look at game one, and Meneses started brightly, and then Enriquez settled down. This really highlights how important a good serve is, because that's what's creating these winning points.
Exactly. She's aced her 3 times out of those 7 points, and then she's gotten loose returns on the ones that she hasn't aced.
Well, if you're just joining us, let's run through a few score lines for you from this morning already. Lucia Gonzalez got to the 32s against Naomi Ross. Fairly comfortably, she'll take on Longoria. Ronda Rasic defeated Erin Slutsky. And Gabby Martinez over Adriana Riveros. Holly Scott over Cheryl Lotz. Samantha Salas over Shane Diaz. And that's where we are so far. I think over to my left, Rodriguez closed it out against Haynes. So she will advance to play the winner. No, she'll play Alexandra Herrera, who overcame Daniela Rico.
That'll be an interesting match there.
A serve from Meneses.
I got it backwards on that.
0 serving 8. 0-8. Enriquez looks to the glass back wall in frustration, but it's just an error side out. So 0-8, Sandy. A long way to come back, but
Enriquez can do it. She just needs to settle down, hit her shots, get a good serve in, and then not leave the setups for Meneses, because she's not going to give her.
A bit scrappy from both players, but the Bolivian's the one who advances to the front of the court, 8-0. What a turnaround from game one.
It's almost like night and day.
It's a great return from an excellent serve. Meneses went for it. That's a better shot from the Mexican. This match has turned into a match of who has the best serves, creating the opportunities, keeping the rally short. Oh, yeah. Oh, even better. Meneses, flick of the wrist. Great serve from Enriquez. You can't serve much better than that. Just came off the back wall. Meneses got a racket on it. Side out 8-1. Short. Backing up again, Enriquez. This time, glad she did.
Yes, she made a good shot on that one. That was a good decision to wait on the ball.
Well, the difference that time was that the ball was shorter, so it allowed her to step forward into it as opposed to taking it off the back wall. Turned into a very fun match thanks to everybody watching. Meneses so comfortable when her feet are set.
Well, and she doesn't miss. She gets her feet set, she puts the ball down, it's rally over. Oh, and once again we see her serve.
9-1.
You can tell she puts a lot of work into that serve, and it's paying dividends in this second game, especially 9 serving 1. Another great serve. And another 3-shot rally. Surely a timeout.
That Z serve is coming in low and just about a foot off the back wall, and Enriquez is having trouble getting a racket on it.
Well, Enriquez out of sorts. It's 11-1. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. We'll see if Enriquez can get back in the box.
Gearbox.
And we're back in, everybody. Tim and Sandy joining you as Mika Meneses leads this second game, having lost the first to Nancy Enriquez. That's 2 bounces, self-called by Meneses. Nice to see.
Yes.
111.
I don't think she anticipated Nancy getting that serve where she did, and she wasn't quite ready for that soft return.
Good serve, set up, punished. This is Nancy Enriquez.
Yes.
And what we see in this second game and the first, whoever was in the service box won points.
Yes.
It wasn't a side out, side out, side out. It was 2 3-point side out, 2 3-point side out.
Mini runs.
Oh, look at that from Enriquez.
Enriquez took advantage of that timeout. She settled herself down again, and now she's making good shots. She's not leaving the ball up. She's putting the ball away.
Great shot from Meneses. Actually, 2 great shots because the one before it forced Enriquez to just scramble.
just to return the ball. That's all she was trying to do, keep it alive. Let's see if Meneses can get back on her service game, because if she does, this game could be over. Oh.
Went for it.
And you'll notice on that Z serve that Meneses had scored so many points on. Nancy's taking it early. She's not letting it Z. She's catching it before it hits the sidewall over here. That's the difference.
But I do find it interesting she went to that Z serve when we saw her hit 2 aces down the right side. Good shot from Meneses.
Well,
stretching her body, just guiding it down the right side.
But that Meneses Z serve had scored her 3 points in a row. So she has stayed with it until Enriquez was able to take care of it. So let's see if she goes back to it or if she comes back to that drive.
She's going to hit the drive. Again, we go back to you got to give the athlete the benefit of the doubt.
Exactly. These are good athletes. They can get to those balls.
Short. It was well short. Not called. This is where you have to regroup. You got a call against you, and you just have to deal with it and move on.
You can't let that one call dictate the way you play the rest of the match. Enriquez giving the ref the eye as to that's what it was the last one too.
You know what she's thinking.
Exactly. Not a good
handled.
serve there.
No, but credit Enriquez for controlling that shot. Sometimes players get a little angry and maybe overswing on that next shot.
Well, there's
Not
experience.
Speaking from experience, of course.
And there's Enriquez's experience. I just need to put the ball down.
There's the serve. There's a good pass.
And she got the point on it.
So
yes.
Enriquez, in my opinion, needs to stay on this serve to the left. We know Meneses has hit some good shots on the right side. Stay on the left, stay on the backhand, get that weak return.
Well, it's a good serve, so she needs to stay on that one.
There's another loose return.
There.
Well done, Enriquez. Starting to find some form in this second game.
Taking her
5-12.
time, walking to the front wall. Just keep that serve in. She's making very good serves, so she's getting the good return that she wants.
Didn't move her feet. She goes back and watches this replay, Enriquez. You can see her waiting for the ball to come to her, rather going to the ball. And then she's just a little off balance to hit that.
Another great serve.
It's really biting. These courts, every court is different, and these Z serves are really biting in the back corners, causing problems for the Mexican.
It's a good serve. It's coming right where she wants it. It's very close to the back wall. And then there's the crack ace.
14-5. Wow. What a turnaround in game two. Meneses looking for a tiebreaker. Not yet. And there it
There it
is.
is.
Power from the Bolivian earns the second game.
She earned that one.
Sandy Rios, we're going to a tiebreaker.
Well, we would be disappointed if we didn't have at least one or two this weekend, and here's the first.
So we'll take a break. We'll regroup. Players have a couple minutes before this tiebreaker. First to 11, win by 1. We'll be right back.
Professional racquetball converges on Kansas City, a city with a storied sports history. Enter the TeamRoot.com Supermax Slam. $60,000 in prize money on the line. The best athletes from around the world. This is the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour.
Welcome back, everybody. Tim Bankhurst, Sandy Rios joining you for the tiebreaker in this round of 32s. Meneses from Bolivia serving first, having won more total points. Screen serve or short. I'm not sure what the call is, but it's second serve.
It's second serve one way or the other.
And Enriquez wants a second serve because Meneses' first serve has really worked well.
It's what won her the second game. She won on that serve. There's no doubt about it.
But we saw during the tiebreaker timeout, right, the 2 minutes, what did Enriquez do? She stayed on the court and she hit, and you saw her on screen hitting these serves.
And exactly, she did not take a time. She didn't basically come off the court at all. No drink, nothing. She worked on her serves. She worked on hitting her shots, and it showed. She's focused, and she has to be right now.
Skip ball.
Oh, skip ball.
Rare error from the Bolivian. So I want to go back to when I did my coach certifications. My instructor said something that I've always carried with me, and that's use the first game. When you've never played somebody, use the first game to hit a variety of serves, find out what your opponent doesn't like, so that in games 2 and, if necessary, 3, you know what to serve. And what we saw in that tiebreaker was Enriquez hitting a lob serve to the right side. Why would you do that? You should know by now, don't hit it to the forehand. She did. Meneses just puts it away, says thanks very much, side out. Go back to what was she doing in game 1, that high lob Z that Meneses didn't know whether to hit forehand or backhand.
Exactly. And if you'll notice, Nancy's drive serve to the backhand this game has been spot on. There's
long rally. Meneses gets it just out of reach from Enriquez.
and honestly, I think that's the longest rally we've had.
0 serving 3.
That's the longest rally we have had in this entire match, because most of it has been serve, return, kill. Literally.
Which is what good racquetball should be.
Just missed on that Z.
So second serve, though. That's what Enriquez wants. Lots was hesitated, didn't make the call. Keep playing.
Well, you have to. If you can ask for that call, you don't get it, you've got to stay in the rally because you have no other choice.
Great serve. Enriquez frustrated. You know why. She was in control of that whole point.
Until the last shot, and then she set her up, and once again, Meneses said, you're going to give it to me, I am going to take it.
We have 4 courts active. Side out 3-0.
Let's see if Enriquez can get that drive serve in again and make another easy point.
There it is. 3-shot rally. Sandy, that takes confidence to stand there and rip that into the corner.
Yes, and she knew she could hit. I mean, it's right where she wants it. She's there, the corner's there, and she took it.
I like this from Meneses. Slowing down her opponent, waiting till she's ready. Shows maturity from a very young player. Enriquez wants the screen. She's not going to get it.
I don't think after that shot by Meneses that we're going to get a screen out of that, because I think she saw that the whole way.
And that's one of those rules that players need to be aware of is, you know, a referee isn't necessarily going to call a screen serve just because the ball was close. Oh, goodness. This will be tough. And a skip ball from Meneses. That's one she didn't miss in game 2.
No, I wonder if the pressure that she might actually is getting to her just a little bit. As experienced as she is, she's looking like she's still in a little bit of pressure right now.
Well, and the pressure is, I might win, I might win.
Right.
There's some noise from Meneses. Vamos, she says to herself. We like it.
Well, and she knows she can beat her. She knows if she gets her serve in, she can do this. She knows if she gets her shot, she should put it down. So she just needs to get her head right back on the match.
Angelica Barrios waits behind us, the Bolivian #1. She'll be taking on Cristina Amaya from Colombia, who's also here waiting. That'll be a tantalizing matchup, Sandy. I can't wait. It's coming up next.
Show me a match on the schedule that's not.
Replay. Meneses wants an avoidable hinder. It's a tough one. It's a 50-50.
I'm not sure if she had line drafts, if she would have won an appeal on that one. It's
We'll talk about the screen serve if we get a break. There's been some questions. We'll clarify it. Just
okay.
recognize LPRT follow IRF rules, not USAR rules or IRT rules. So, or any other rules. Wow, Enriquez. Meneses doesn't like it. No, she says. What's your take?
I thought it was a good shot.
I did too.
The reason it looked questionable is because Nancy hit down on the ball, so the ball was going down on the way in, which means it hit the floor very low, but it was a good shot.
Oh, that would be a replay.
It's a good hold there.
Yeah. Scrappy. Let's reset. Let's see if Enriquez can hit the good serve. That's better.
In this.
This turned into a great match. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're watching. Hope you're sharing it as we get racquetball back on social media. We've missed it. It's fun to be here.
Well, everybody, be sure to share the stream. Let everybody know we're back.
We're just thankful to be here. Thank you to Randy Root and TeamRoot.com for hosting this event. Smart from Enriquez. We were supposed to be here in June, but of course that got postponed. And 6-0 Meneses wisely, maybe a little too late, given you have 2 timeouts and a tiebreaker, takes a timeout. Okay, let's go back to the screen serve.
Okay.
Screen serves are difficult, right? One, they have to be called by the official.
Exactly.
The player doesn't call a screen serve. The official calls a screen serve. A screen serve can be called regardless of whether it favors the server or the returner. But most referees, as would follow the rules, suggest that if the receiver is not impeded by that screen, let play go. Because you do not, as a referee, as an official, penalize the the receiver for a bad serve by the server.
Correct.
So the ball comes down the middle, you get the setup, server has to move out the way, and then you call a screen serve that favors the server? No.
Right. In my take on it, the screen serve means that the receiver could not see the ball. Okay,
right. It affected her, in this case, her ability to return the ball.
Right. And if someone obviously takes it off the back wall, rolls it out, and they were set up for it the whole time, they saw the ball the whole time. So just because it passed within 6 inches of somebody's body doesn't mean it was screened. They weren't screened. They saw it.
And a receiver doesn't have to ask for the screen. You can still give the screen. They may be chasing a ball and don't have time to ask for that screen.
Oh, nice.
Oh, she missed it. It was good.
And the serve was good. And there we have an instance of play the ball. You may think that serve is short, but the referee may not see it the way you saw it, so you've got to stay and keep playing. You've got to keep playing.
Mm-hmm. That's the serve that we've been missing.
And if Meneses gets on that roll with this serve, Nancy's going to have to figure out a way to shut it down, and we may see another timeout just to stop that.
Well, I'm serious. I mean, I'll give you. I mean, I have 4 now. I mean, I'll give you take that one of them. Like, so all it'll end up
Point, avoidable hinder. This time, I think, is the correct call.
Yes.
Remember, in an avoidable hinder, you have to be able to hit down the line and cross court. In that case, it looked like Enriquez was impeding the cross court.
No, there definitely was a straight in. I think she had her more on a straight in than she did anything else. And there's the setup and there's the point, yes.
3-6.
So 3 serving 6.
It's interesting to watch all the the around the world 3-wall shots instead of the standard reset with the
It's
with the
definitely
lob.
a Central South American style,
Yes.
partly because some of these players play at altitude when they train, and ceiling balls are not as effective. They come off the back wall too much.
Yes. Well, and
As we
altitude
know,
is very difficult because we've done that at World Seniors in Albuquerque for us trying to hit the ball.
No, she's not going to get that. You're absolutely right. I'm devastated that you mentioned that we play in World Seniors.
I'm sorry, but
You're not old
seniors
enough,
starts.
Sandy.
I know senior starts very young comparatively to the word. Yes.
All right, here we go. Enriquez in the box. 6-3. Uh-oh.
Oh, ouch.
Saw that coming. Should be a side out. Punished twice, Enriquez. The bad serve
And you get
and the
hit.
avoidable hinder.
Yes.
And the hit.
And
3.
It's a 3-timer. Yes.
And that's definitely a sore one. Ooh, Meneses, aggressive. I like it. She's coming back into this.
She's-
It's 4-6.
And
Timeout on
a
the court
timeout.
taken by Enriquez. So Meneses down.
Actually, I
working
think
her
it's just a racket change
Oh.
for Enriquez.
broken strings.
I think the difference between game 2 and the start of this was the lack of aggression by Meneses. She was letting the ball play her instead of her playing the ball. And then at that point, she just stepped up, aggressively shot the ball.
And I think it's people undervalue the serve and return of serve, right? Everybody loves learning the pinch or the splat winner, or we always talk about down the line and cross court, but really, if you get your serve in, if you can hit a good return, it changes the way you play. Look at this.
And there we go. I tell people, you have to realize the serve is the most important shot in racquetball. It is the only time where you have complete control of where the ball goes.
Timeout on the
only
court
time.
taken by Enriquez. 5 serving 6. Remember that Meneses was down big in the third game, this tiebreaker, and took her own timeout. So we'll see if it favors Enriquez this time.
Don't and who is it? When you have timeouts, you need to use them.
Were you going to say who says that?
I know who does that.
You
I'm
do.
pretty
You're
sure.
talking to and he learned it from someone else named Mazaroff. But,
exactly. You should not leave timeouts. You should never walk off a match with a lose in all of your timeouts. You didn't take
can't
advantage.
take them with you.
No, they do you no good once the match is over.
Well, let's just run through some matches so far and just remind you that coming up at 4 p.m. we have 2 great matches. Rhonda Rasic will be taking on Gabby Martinez.
Oh, that'll
Holly
be fun.
Scott will be taking Samantha Salas on.
Those
We've got to stream one of them. Oh, I wish we could stream them both, everyone. Alexandra Herrera will be taking on Maria Renee Rodriguez. And then the winner of this will be taking on Natalia Mendez.
See, we have no bad matches. There are no easy matches for anyone this weekend.
All right, here we go, 5-6. All right, Enriquez will get the second serve.
Oh,
And the opportunity,
and she took advantage of it.
great timeout.
6-5.
Many of you will know Hall of Famer Gary Mazeroff.
How do you not?
He and I have agreed on air with the IRF. About 75% of the time, if you take a timeout, you win the rally. Why would you not take advantage of an advantage?
It is a total advantage. Oh, total advantage, and there we go. We have a skip now from Meneses. The timeout does so many things. One, it gives you time to regroup, and it will stop if your opponent's on a roll. It will put a stopper in it.
Many of you will not be too familiar with Meneses. I've been watching her since 2012 and seen her really mature as a player, and she's definitely one to look out for over the coming years. You can see why.
She's going to be a highly rated tour player. We just have to be able to get her up here to play the matches, which is going to be a problem, obviously.
Yeah, it's difficult to travel from the South American countries up here. It's a long trip.
I was going to say, Bolivia's a long trip. It's not like it's a short jaunt from Mexico to San Antonio or Florida. And it's expensive. We know it.
That's a good shot from Enriquez. It wasn't bad from Meneses, but Enriquez put it straight back down the line. Good tiebreaker, 7-5.
Oh, she got the good bounce again.
Well, if you look at the strings of Enriquez, they're not straight. I don't know how to explain it other than they're very crooked at the top, and I wonder if that's affecting her swing. You see what I'm talking about, right, Sandy?
Yeah.
It's really strange.
It almost looks like she skipped a.
Enriquez had the opportunity. Guess what second serve she hit? High lob Z.
Yes.
And it wasn't a good one, but it got the return she wanted.
But unfortunately, she hit that return right back at herself.
She got it. No, she didn't.
Missed
Great
it.
effort.
And you notice Enriquez has stepped up in that Z is not Z. She's catching it before it hits the side wall, so she's not losing. She's got a good shot at it. Smart.
Fist bump from the Bolivian. Enriquez had her chance. She looks uncomfortable hitting the forehand pinch. There's been a couple times where I've expected her to hit that. She's so good at it. And she's backed away and hit down the line. Look at this. Oh, step in and get the avoidable. Well, it doesn't matter, but
no.
That was where I was like, run up, and you'll get it.
Just go for the ball.
Don't let your opponent get up.
Exactly, because you're standing right over her. It's like, I'm right here.
Yeah, but you got to run up and show the ref that that's what it should be.
Exactly.
Good serve. Oh, no, she won't get a replay. She couldn't see it, but... Replay? Why? Did the referee change her mind?
I guess so.
So last time was a high lob Z. What are we seeing this time?
It's going to go high lob to the forehand. Oh. We're both wrong.
Soft hands from Meneses, puts it away.
5-8.
5 serving 8. Wow.
This is going to be...
I'm a little nervous, Sandy, for
I
both
don't-
players.
If either one of them gets on a roll with their serves, this can totally change the course of the match. It's just, that's who's been winning. The serve has been winning for both of them.
A replay.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Meneses asked for it, and now she's regretting asking for
now
it.
you see she turns around like, oh my gosh, why? No. Well, again, Enriquez has had a couple calls that she didn't like. This time it's the Bolivian.
Right.
Regroup. You're still in the service box. Execute your serve.
Exactly. And we know she has the serve, so she just has to get that serve in.
She does. Gets the setup and puts it down. Another 3-shot rally.
And what we've seen the majority of this match.
Autopilot, I just kind of keep going. I'm on autopilot. I didn't even know what time it was. Thank you.
It would have worked.
It would have been very, very effective. It wasn't short by much, but
Tried to guide it rather than hit it. Tried to push it into the front right corner. She looks back at us and grimaces, knowing that she should have done something better than that. But
yes,
it's
but
a
we can't fix it.
tiebreaker. It's a tiebreaker.
And it's a tight one. Oh
My goodness, that's a big skip. Was not a great serve.
no, Meneses is regretting the last 2 shots because they both were shots that she should have put down.
Coming up next, of course, Bolivian number 1, Angelica Angie Barrios against Cristina Amaya from Colombia. Soft
Nice.
touch. 6'9", 6'9". Great get from Bolivian, and wow.
She had her opponent on the
floor.
ground. All she had to do was hit the front wall. And we act like it's so simple, but that's actually one of the most pressure-filled shots you're going to have to do. Is all you have to do is hit the front wall, and you
But
can't.
credit the Bolivian for staying alive, making Enriquez hit one more point, one more shot. That's too good from Enriquez.
Period.
9-7.
9 serving 7. Enriquez, the 11th seed. Normally top 10 player, but because of the time from the last tournaments,
Yes.
seedings have changed.
They have, because older tournaments have dropped off.
Another
And-
loose serve from Enriquez. She's getting frustrated.
7-9.
Telling herself to think. She knows what serve Meneses is having trouble with in a timeout.
I like the timeout. You take it when you need it. That's her second and final timeout.
You don't have to take a timeout when your opponent's serving. You can take a timeout to regroup yourself when you're serving.
Well, we mentioned coming up at, well, we were going to say 11 a.m. It's now 11:30 a.m.
Okay.
So think maybe more like 12 p.m. Central Time. Barrios Amaya. And then Rivera, Mexico, Bolivia. Aaron Rivera from Mexico and Maciel Rivera from Bolivia will be facing off at 12 p.m. Then we move into doubles. We've got Scott and Gonzalez, an interesting USA-Mexico pairing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
We'll be taking on the Guatemalan pairing of Rodriguez and Martinez, who we know certainly considered top 4 in the world on paper.
I would say yes. Definitely on paper and probably on the court if they play their game the way we know they can play.
Well, if they play their game the way they can play, they can beat anybody.
Exactly.
Coming up after that, Rasic Niels. Niels was a standout at 3-wall ball outdoors and surprised a lot of people with her play. So can she transition that into the indoor game? She'll be
Well,
playing with Racich.
She does have some very experienced partner on both indoor and outdoor.
Taking on Laime and Rivera, a longtime pairing who can also make a deep run in this doubles
Yes, they
tournament.
can. They're little. Oh.
Meneses will shoot this.
Oh.
Oh, she skipped it. It was great defense from Enriquez after having opportunities. One of the things I love about Enriquez, you know, why is she such a good player? You know, she doesn't hit it harder than everybody else. She's not faster. Really good footwork. And watch her feet dance when she moves around the court.
Well, and the other thing about Enriquez is if she doesn't have a shot, she puts up very good defensive shots.
Enriquez missed it.
And there you see Meneses. She's got her set up and she puts it down. And that's what we saw a lot of in the second game and the start of the first game. And it seems to have, you know, she still has it. She just needs to remember, when I have my shot, I have to take it.
Short.
And
Ooh, boy.
Enriquez forced that one.
You wondered whether she just felt the presence of her opponent just there, and it's just that split-second thought that affects the way you hit the ball. 8 serving 9. Wow, Meneses would have put that down 30 minutes ago.
Yes, I am not sure where her game, that part of the game went, because the point before, she had done an amazing job, and then this one, she just set Enriquez up.
That goes back to experience and consistency, which, you know, if you look at these players, Longoria's the world #1 because she's more consistent than anyone else in the game. She does everything right more often than others.
Well, there's the difference between your open player and your pro. Consistency.
Oh my gosh. Enriquez. Again, another opportunity just to hit the front wall.
That's all you have. I'm telling you, that is the hardest shot sometimes when your opponent is completely out of position, is just hit the front wall.
8-9.
Oh no.
Oh no. Well, now we're down to a game of 2 points.
9-9.
9 serving 9. Ten serving 9. Fist
And-
pump from Meneses. Timeout from Enriquez.
And there's that drive serve
Ooh.
that came in on the forehand side.
So it's been a battle back and forth in this tiebreaker. We saw Enriquez take an early lead. Meneses took the timeout, clawed it back. Enriquez pulled away. It was 9-7. Now it's 10 serving 9. 3 points in a row for Meneses. I mentioned the doubles matches coming up at 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. 4, 5, 6, and 7 p.m. we have the round of 16s. We'll let you know who is playing when. We'll let you know the schedule once we know the schedule. Of course, we have a group of singles yet to play this morning. We have the 11 a.m.s. There's 4 of those matches, and the 12 p.m.s. There are 4 of those. So plenty more matches in the round of 32, Sandy.
Yeah, and this is the round of 32s. That's the part that has got us all shaking our heads. It's the quality and the level that we've got in the round of 32s.
So this is a big moment for the Bolivian number 2. Looking to close this out and get a big win, a deep sigh. I like the timeout from Enriquez just to put it all on her. Hey, you got to win this point. Let's see if she can. It's a short serve.
And now Enriquez gets that second serve, but she's looking for.
Here it is. Oh, that's a brave shot from Enriquez.
Well, she got aggressive, and she's going to have to beat Meneses. She's going to have to shoot the ball and go after the ball. She can't wait on everything to come to her. You make your opportunity.
Wow. 9 serving 10. What a return
nice
from the Bolivian. Was waiting for it.
So now it's her turn to see if she can get that serve going. Is she going to go to the forehand drive, or is she going to go to a backhand drive?
Very short. Oh my gosh.
She went for it.
She went for it. How many times has she gone for it in that situation like that this match? Overhead smash, 0.
True.
0, right?
Right. I think she would have had time to set up and take a good shot instead of the overhead.
So look at this, a changeup. And a skip. Meneses wanted the screen.
She's not going to get it.
Going back to the screen, you can't call a screen if the receiver isn't a good position. That one, Meneses just didn't see it. Our official standing on the left side. 10-10. Somebody's
10-10.
going home a 11-10 winner. Enriquez.
Enriquez playing it smart, letting.
Here it is. And she hits
got
it.
the setup, yes.
Wow.
What a
Backhand splat winner.
great
11-10.
match.
What a match, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you've enjoyed it. Meneses had 2 opportunities to win the match. She couldn't close it out. Enriquez, on the first opportunity, changed her serve on the last 2 points and got dividends.
It came in softer, slower, change of speed, and she got what she needed out of it. Totally took, just totally changed it and got exactly what she needed.
Well, we really enjoyed that match. I hope you did too, wherever you're watching. You can see Barrios is already on the court looking ready for her match. We're going to reset the feed. We'll be back in just a moment for that match. I need a little break, Sandy. My heart's racing. 11-10 winner, Nancy Enriquez. too much good racquetball, Sandy.
Yes.
We'll be back in just a moment, hopefully for another great match. But on behalf of Tim Banker, Sandy Rios, thanks for watching.
Professional racquetball converges on Kansas City, a city with a storied sports history. Enter the TeamRoot.com Supermax Slam. $60,000 in prize money on the line. The best athletes from around the world. This is the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour.